A lot of people, black, white, Mexican, young or old, fat or skinny, have a problem being true to themselves. They have a problem looking in the mirror and looking directly into their own souls. Around the reason I am who I am today is because I can look directly into my face and find my soul.
Look, fellas, understand something. There are two types of women. That's just the bottom line. You got those women who give their prime years to the streets. So from 18 to 24, instead of looking for a husband, they are looking for a fun time. And they are using their bodies to get what they want. And those types of women usually seek a husband later on in life when they are past their prime. That's usually their mindset. That's how they think, that's how they function. But in all reality, if a woman chooses to give her prime years to the streets, she will forever be for the streets. That's how life works. And then you got other women who understands that it's not wise to use her body in her prime years for fun. So those women usually develop education. They usually study and become smart women. And they use their prime years to seek a husband. So they're not going to be dating a whole bunch of different dudes in their prime years. So as a man, when you meet a woman, regardless of her age, pay attention to what she's doing in her prime years or what she did in her prime years, because that's going to tell you all you need to know about that woman. All right, so let's get into the video.
That's what you're doing. You're taking yourself out of the competitive pool. So every time I would start off with like 4 or 5 other bartenders, we would be at a main bar, and slowly these girls would start to dissipate because men would come in and be like, "Hey, I want you to hang out with me and I'm going to pay for your weekend or your Friday night or whatever." Well, as promoters and people who are running businesses, they want people who are going to be reliable. So I was just constantly showing up until I started working point and I was pulling some big numbers when I was 21 years old in order to make sure that I had the best shifts so that I could provide the best lifestyle for myself. And what happens is when you come back and you're upset because I'm at point and I'm making a certain amount of money because I'm consistent and reliable, no one is checking for you because they know that the next guy is going to come in and stand next to you and say, "Hey, how much are you making?" And you're going to pull that same crap. But let me tell you, it doesn't just stop with the overnight bartender. No, 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 because that can be your 20s, your 30s, 40s, whatever, however long you decide to bartend and make it that your career for the rest of your life, that is great. But just know that those same tendencies are going to follow you the rest of your life, and you are going to be seen as an irresponsible and inconsistent person. And when you're looking at the people who made it, you're going to wonder why you weren't one of them. And that's because you decided to go with some man who offered to pay for your night. That's a very
Fellas, that's very important. You know why? Because discipline is the key to life. When it comes to women who are for the streets, they are usually indisciplined. They refuse to put in the work to be quality women so a man could see them as worthy of wifing them. But the thing about a bird is this: a bird uses her body to get what she wants, right? So when a woman just uses her body, she doesn't really have much value. So after you get with a woman like that and you smash a few times, there's nothing there because there's nothing upstairs. So when she realized that she's of no use to you, what she does is find another dude who is going to choose her because of her body. And what it is, that woman just lacks discipline. Discipline is key. It tells you everything about a woman. And a woman who is virtuous will always be disciplined. Like if you meet a chick and she ain't got nothing going on, like she don't have a daily routine where, okay, this is what I do from 9 to 5. I go to the gym. I You got to have a routine in life because you got to be disciplined. If a woman is indisciplined, she will always want to go out to eat, and she will always be available for fun. And she wouldn't sacrifice anything. So let's pay attention to that, fellas. Discipline is key.
Pro woman made it, you're going to wonder why you weren't one of them. And that's because you decided to go with some man who offered to pay for your night.
That's a very pro woman, amazing, like strong, independent woman. But might I add another angle? I would feel like, why the hell ain't no one trying to scoop me up to save my life? Am I ugly? Are they better looking than me? Like, why are they getting saved and I'm over here working, taking on extra shifts now because she got Richard Gere that came and scooped her up and now she got an easy life and now I got extra corns on my toes and my back hurts because no one's saving me. So you have a very positive attitude. I would have been a little bitter, like, why the fuck? Why not me? Why not? I don't want to be irresponsible. I'm sick of it.
No,
I'm
Claudia.
tired. I'm tired of the goddamn cape.
No.
Somebody save me. I want.
And that's the mindset of a bird. A bird is easily swayed, right? Because a bird is not disciplined. She refused to put in the work to earn anything. So what she's going to do is look at the other birds and seeing, okay, they got it easy. Well, I want it to be easy for me too. So then she's going to do some bird shit. She's going to follow. You got to understand, bro, a bird got a very beehive mindset. She follows. That's why if you go on the shade room and you look at the comments, you realize like, oh, the shade room attract birds. All these women are followers. They don't think for themselves. And in order to think for yourself, you got to be disciplined. That's why I say there's two different types of women. This is a perfect example. Let's continue.
To be Julia Roberts on Hollywood
No, you
Boulevard
don't.
in cheap shoes when some guy comes and saves me. I have worked hard since I was 14 and I had to pay. I'm sick of it, Erica.
I do understand.
It's a
I
thankless
understand
job
what you're
being
saying.
classy and independent. It's thankless. I've been dating since the 1900s and 80 something, and I'm still single. I'm tired, Erica. You found your man. Don't hate. Let me live this. Let me vent. You're off the strip. I am still on it. I'm in the trenches and it sucks. I'm sick of being independent. I fucking hate paying for my fucking Range Rover, my other car, my mortgage insurance, my freaking cell phone, computer, Wi-Fi. I am sick of it. I need some guy with bad health to jump on in and interrupt and say, let me take you off your shift. You've been working hard enough. So that's cute what she's doing. I'm not doing that. We are different. I'm tired. I've proven myself. And it only impresses other women. She's like, oh, that's amazing. My friends are independent. These men don't care. Come and save me, some chic, minus the dookie. Just please come and save me. I'm tired. I'm tired, Erica.
And this is why it's sad, bro. And this is why I tell you dudes all the time, hey, if a chick is a bird at 5, she's going to be a bird at 50. I believe this woman is in her 50s. And she still got the same mindset. That's all it really comes down to, bro. It's a woman's mindset. That's why I tell you guys all the time, you can't save a bird because it's deeper than just her being hurt. It's a mental thing. Like she's in her 50s and she's hoping to meet a dude who is ill that will come save her so she could get his money. But instead of her developing some type, well, it's too late now. And that's the karma of a bird. What you do in your past will always affect your future. So in the past, when a woman was being virtuous, being disciplined, this and that, she's going to reap the benefit of finding a man who is going to see the value in her. But this is the lifestyle that a bird will end up in by herself, desperate, with low value energy.
I don't want to do it no more. Where's my Melania? I want the Melania Trump plan. I'm sick. I've proven myself. Since 1988.
At 88.
I'm tired. I was 15 out of paper route.
Damn, that's a long time.
72 clients. 30-cent tip for some of you bastards in East Providence, Rhode Island on 2nd Street. I remember I gave you papers 7 days a week, and on Sunday you gave me a 30-cent tip. I'm tired. So I'm glad it worked out for you, but I'm not there.
Being a strong, independent woman since 1988 is a lot, Claudia.
Since Salt and Pepper came out.
That's a lot.
I'm tired.
Damn.
So, yes.
Damn.
Excuse me if I'm a little frustrated. So I envy the girls that got taken off the pole, so to say.
Nobody said nothing about no damn pole.
But metaphorically.
Yeah, nobody said what my point was, because here's the thing. The point was that this is a...
Take off the cape, Erica. We lost the election. We're not...
Now, fellas, pay attention to the different energies amongst these two women. One is coming off very reserved, feminine, conservative. The other is very aggressive, masculine. And again, this is why you just can't save a bird. And it all stems from a woman's past and the decisions that she made in her past. Her prime years when she was 18 to 24. What decisions did you make as a woman? Were you looking for a husband? Were you preparing yourself to find a husband? Because you got to put work in to get a husband. You got to increase your value. You got to add value to yourself as a woman. You got to be disciplined. You got to be virtuous. So after that man is done with you, well, not done with you, but after he gets past you sexually, it got to be something there. If there's nothing there, you're just going to be a smash and pass. And if a man like got to pay for it, yeah, he going to bake. Yeah, like he's going to spend on you to get what he wants. But after he gets what he wants, he's going to leave you because there's nothing there of value. And a woman like that will never understand that, bro. And she's in her 50s, going on her 60s probably, and she's still hoping to find some sucker out there. It's sad, bro, but it's real. This is what I be trying to tell you all dudes, man. Just understand the difference when it comes to women, bro. This is the perfect example of a woman who is feminine. She got a man. She's married. Versus a woman who is masculine, independent, can't find a man, single. Sad. And it all stems from who they were when they were in their prime. Sad. Fellas, be wise out here, man. The bottom line is this. The signs are always there. Even if you meet a woman in her 30s, do your research, bro. Figure out what did she do in the prime years of her life. Was she out having fun? If she was, It's impossible to save that woman, no matter how hard you try, because it's already embedded in her. That time frame in a woman's life will always determine her future. Be wise out here, fellas. For real. This is what you imagine him being in a hospital trying to deal with and the baby's coming out. Fellas, again, focus on yourself. That's what it is.